We're world champions.
Colts owner Jim Irsay is just as comfortable hoisting a Lombardi trophy as he is holding a microphone. And when he's not busy running his football team, he can be found rocking out.
When I was just a young boy.
Irsay spends his free time fronting a cover band with his friends.
The great thing about the band is when we started this thing, it was like going back to the garage when you're 17 years old and you're playing in a garage band. It's that kind of thing, you know, we love each other, we have a great time.
It gets you right down there.
Nobody thinks of Jim as the owner of the Colts. He's a dude hanging out with us and having a great time.
Irsay just happens to hang out with some of the greatest musicians in the world.
Mike Mills on bass from REM, Kenny Aronoff on drums, Mike Wanchek from Mellencamp's band on guitar, myself. You're talking about an all-star band. Every musician in this band is accomplished in their own right.
Going on the bayou.
You're like, yeah, our owner is in a band. Like, he's actually a musician. But I think it's pretty cool, and it's something that makes him unique.
Unique is the perfect word to describe Irsay's NFL journey. It began when his dad, Robert, became owner of the Colts in 1972.
I got into the NFL, and all the players were like big brothers to me. George Halas was, you know, at my wedding in 1980, so, you know, the founder of the National Football League, you know, was kind of like, you know, Biden saying, well, George Washington was at my wedding.
Papa Bear would have been proud when, at just 24 years old, Irsay was named the Colts GM.
I really was anxious or eager to get involved with the team and do what I could to help.
The Rocker showed he was a risk taker. In 1987, he traded multiple first and second round picks to the Rams for running back Eric Dickerson. The move resulted in the Colts' first playoff run in a decade.
I realized that to make things happen, you have to take a chance. I think the fear can paralyze you if you're thinking in those terms, as opposed to thinking, you know, what can I do to turn this thing around?
Today, Irsay's boldness isn't bound to the football field. It extends to his instrument collection as well. Few men in the world have spent more on guitars than he has.
This is the Black Strat, owned by David Gilmour of Pink Floyd. It was his primary guitar throughout his entire career. At the time when Mr. Irsay purchased this guitar, it was the most expensive guitar ever sold at auction. The hammer price was $3.975 million. A 1969 Fender Mustang owned by Kurt Cobain of Nirvana, the most expensive electric guitar ever purchased in the world.
Those are just some of the instruments that make up what might be the greatest guitar collection in the world.
The incredible thing with guitars, which I love, is they have great value on their own if you're a guitar player like I am. They're not like a painting. You can't take Monets off the wall and say, I'm gonna do some more painting on that painting, practice my painting. But with guitars, you can.
I always end up having a guitar in my hand. I'll be doing scales maybe in front of the TV. It's fun to have little outlets like the guitar.
Taking control of the Colts upon his father's passing in 1997, Irsay brought a rock and roll attitude to the team. And under Irsay's watch, Colts GM Bill Polian made bold picks. Needing a running back entering the 1999 draft, Polian passed on Heisman Trophy winner Ricky Williams, who many pundits felt was the best back on the board.
With the fourth choice in this draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Edgerrin James, running back, University of Miami.
The pick produced big-time results.
They give us to Edgerrin. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, he may go!
James joined fellow future Hall of Famers Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison in helping make the Colts one of the NFL's most dominant teams.
It was special winning 115 games in a decade that no one had ever done. You know, I mean, you think about averaging 11.5 wins a season. I mean, it's remarkable.
The Colts are world champions! World champions for the first time since 1971.
I mean, how many times you get to hire a Hall of Fame general manager, a Hall of Fame head coach, and a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Jim Irsay, I'd like to thank you big time.
His generosity and loyalty gave us the tools to succeed. Thank you, Jim. To Jim Irsay and the Indianapolis Colts organization, my gratitude is off the charts.
When Marvin Harrison asked me to be his inductor in the Hall of Fame, it was such a privilege. You know, owners don't get that chance very often. And when Adrian asked me, I was floored. It just proved, you know, the type of relationship we had. As owner, you know, you're responsible for the horseshoe and the circle. And you have this big responsibility to all the fans, all the players, to all Colts Nation, to everyone.
Whenever you walk in this locker room, you'll know that I will do what needs to be done to make us the best team possible.
It bears a lot of weight, and you end up with a lot of scars.
One of those scars formed this season when Irsay fired popular head coach Frank Reich. He then made the unprecedented move to hire former Colts center Jeff Saturday, a man with no college or professional coaching experience.
I'm glad he doesn't have any NFL experience. I'm glad he hasn't learned the fear that's in this league.
Ryan back to pass, slant, caught Campbell, 30, 25, 20, angling left side, touchdown Colts.
The Colts have won in Jeff Saturday's coaching debut.
Congratulations, I know you will treasure this, my brother.
Appreciate you.
Irsay has a different way of doing things. He kicked off the Colts season with an event for the ages, putting his collection and cover band on display for tens of thousands of fans.
It's never really been done where you're taking one of the greatest museums on the planet and putting it with an incredible show.
He pulled out all the stops for the hometown fans. In addition to the Pink Floyd-like lasers, the list of guest performers included blues great Buddy Guy and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Ann Wilson. Whether it's singing alongside rock superstars or watching his team score touchdowns, Jim Irsay knows how to live his best life.
Hands off to Taylor. Taylor, big run. 40, 30, 25, 20. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor!
The Colts have advanced to the AFC Championship game.
The Colts are AFC champions. And the champions of the football world are the Indianapolis Colts.
God bless everyone. We love you, Indy.